we have a couple of people to thank from the women's team. A few of them are not here, but one person who is here, who is an amazing inspiration for the team and for the club as a whole, and we'd like to welcome him up to the front, and that is Donnie. So Donnie comes out everywhere, looks at women's team, gets us on the card. So we have a handmade gift and another little card for you as well. So thank you, Donnie.
Willy, you want to buy it?
We also do want to thank our team manager, who's not here tonight. Deb couldn't be here, and we also wanted to thank Dasha, who also isn't here tonight, and his daughter Harper, who helps us as well. So we wanted to thank all of them, but the person who is here that we would like to thank is Ron. So if Ron can come out the front. So just a few little gifts from the women's team to thank you for all the inspiration that you've given us to be better people on the field, off the field and all around. So we've got some handmade wooden bookends for you, some wine, some badges, all sorts of things. So thank you for everything that you've given us this year.
Before we get into the Best Club Person Award, a bit of quiet. Shh. All right. We had 3 people receive some recognition from the competition this season. The first being leading goal kicker for the Supers, and that goes to Dave McGregor for his 41, I think it was. 41 goals leading the goal kicking, so Coleman medal, so that's an exceptional effort from him and a great season, so and well coached. For the reserves, we had Charlie Guerra win his 3rd league best and fairest. Oh, there he is! Come out here! Come out. 4th. I only saw 3, so it's a debate on how many. But an outstanding effort by Charlie to receive that recognition from the league and the umpires, which, you know, well done, well played. And for the Supers, we had Nathan Taylor win his 3rd league best and fairest for the Supers, which is, you know, it's just amazing and just absolute pleasure to play with that legend. So just thought I'd bring up and recognise the efforts of those 3 players who had exceptional seasons this season. I'll hand it back over to Nick.
Thanks very much. We're on to the last award for the evening. So if you can just hold it together for just a few more moments. We'll get Kocher up again to present this award. Kocher is fearless in so many ways, and if you'd seen him up a ladder earlier this afternoon, you would agree with that entirely. Please welcome Kocher.
Hi, Coach.
Fancy having a fight over a microphone with me, don't just a bit of quiet, because this is important. So, the best clubman at the Williamstown Super Rules Football Club is pretty prestigious. It's about the sort of person that represents and encourages why we all do what we do and supports why we all do what we do. Now this bloke, in some fairly trying times early this year, really come to the fore and stood up. He wrapped his arms around a lot of players here and respected all of those that he couldn't wrap his arms around. I've undeniably had a man crush on this bloke for a little while. He is a beautiful specimen, and he did portray it magnificently at Mad Monday. I'd like to call Dirty Dirk Flugel. Now, part of winning this award is you do have to make a speech.
Oh, 2 minutes!
What's going on? Did ya? Man crush. Oh, I haven't known about that. Far out. I actually, you know, I had an outfit actually selected for tonight, but Belinda said maybe not. And yes, perhaps I have to put some regular stuff on. Far out, yeah. This is ridiculous. This is an honour. This is yeah, next level. Far. Yeah, I know. Usually I don't have any problems with this. Probably sick of hearing thank yous, isn't it? Sort of. One of the things that come to me was, you know, like I do this because I know, like I love it anyway. So, but you just got to help out, don't you? And it's easy when I love doing what I do. So it was an easy role. There was probably a couple of things that had to be driven in the club, and obviously, you know, just working out a couple of portables and things like that. It didn't mean that we had to be hamstrung by a lack of facilities. We had the footies, we had the cones, and you know me, I love the cones. The yellow ones, and the orange. Get me out there, and it's just... Look, the Fab Four, I don't call them the Awesome Four, but it's the Fab Four for me, and apologies to everyone else that actually puts in, but you know, between Kocha, Big Sammy, Jono and Camo, those guys, look, sometimes, you know, like, you rock up and they look miserable, sad, they're broken down, they're volunteers, you know, and sometimes they're angry, and sometimes you're not even allowed to touch anything in the container. Sorry, Camo. But you give them a bit of a tickle under the chin and a bit of Gucci goo in the ribs, you get a bit of a giggle out of them. I love it. They come good. So I am in awe of those four guys, and you know, it'd be great to be part of those guys one day, you know, and this is part of the journey. So, but a couple of guys just early on in October, I get driven by, you know, there's some love around me. I get driven by that, and there's a couple of guys that drove this, and just want to give them special mention, and early on, and it's a passion, just a passion through just training, just doing something, you know, like in the off season there's just nothing to do. If you haven't got footy, well, you've got to go out and do it yourself, and that's boring as batshit, really. So a couple of the guys, one was Gavin Matthews, and him and another one, Peter Dance. He's sort of new to the club, and they sort of drove me. And then we'd go on Sundays to Phantom's little gig down in Coburg, and man, he drives a good show there. It's a really good show, and he gets a lot of people from other teams. They all get together, and you know, like, he loves it. Doesn't get any credit for it, apart from, you know, everyone doing it. But and in that process, we met another guy there, Vu, and boy, did he have some enthusiasm. And got him down here, and it was
there was a 5 of us that really drove this, and basically drove me. And it's something that I thought that we can bring to the club. And even though we were hamstrung, we got out there, we got our AFL 9s going, and training, and did a decent warm up. So that really drove me. And I thought, well, there's no reason why we can't do that. So and that's where it sort of started. And I think from there, a lot of people get a lot of enthusiasm for the whole thing. So hey, yeah. Anyway, so I thank those guys. Really kept me going through this whole thing. The other thing, just the other coaches also, just our communication between. I don't think it's ever happened before. Like usually it was before that it was a bit of a one-man show on training nights and things like that. But we've moved ahead big time. So we sort of welcome anyone's input. If they want to put their hand up and take a drill, be my guest. A guy like Walshy, Luke, also Bats, Tubber, yeah, when you were there, Tubber, you too. Man, thank you guys, and we sort of spoke and we all took it in turns and did our thing. So I'm greatly appreciative of this, and look, thanks guys.